Hey guys, Chris from Hockey Tutorial here, and today again we're at Riverside Ice and Leisure, and this time we're going to be taking out quick starts backwards. So we've done a video on explosive starts going forwards, now we're going to take a look at it going backwards. We're going to break down the different sort of techniques and rules you need to keep in mind while you're practicing this, and of course give you some examples so you guys can go and try this yourselves next time you're on the ice. Taking a look at what you're going to need to be able to do to learn the backwards quick starts or the explosive starts backwards. You're going to need to start off in a nice athletic stance, as we've always touched on in all of our tutorials. This consists of having a nice wide base, skates shoulder width apart, a good knee bend, because that's where the power comes from when you push. If your legs are straight, you can't push off the ice, but if you bend your knees, you can get a nice push to make you go off in a decent speed crossover and also a powerful crossover. The next bit that you're going to need to be able to do is remember to keep your chest up, shoulders square to the ice, and also your head facing the ice so you can see the game coming. If you lean too far back, the weight goes over your heels. If you lean too far forward, the weight goes over your toes and throws you off balance. This is why you need to have a good athletic stance, keep your chest up nice and square to the ice, shoulders square or parallel to the ice, and head facing up. The next point you need to keep in mind is going to be, if I'm standing in this position over here, as you can see, the barriers are right in front of me over here. Practicing the backwards quick start, I'm going to be going to my left if I'm standing in this position here. What that's going to consist of is using your right skate around the inside edge, around the toe section of the inside edge. You're going to use that section to really dig into the ice. As we said, that's why you need to have a good knee bend, and that's going to throw you into a powerful first crossover. So you're going to push as you cross over. That's the first point you need to keep in mind. The next point after that push, when you've used the toe section of the inside edge on your right skate to push you into your first crossover, from that point, when your feet are crossed over, you're going to need to use the outside edge on your left skate, again around the toe section, to really dig into that ice to give you a nice powerful cross under. So push, and after your skate leaves the ice, you're going to need to pull it back alongside to be able to repeat this motion again to have you going off to the left. The way the backwards quick start's going to work is that you're going to take very powerful, very deep, very strong crossovers, two of them, in the same direction. So an example of that would be push off the inside edge toe section, pull outside edge toe section on my left skate, going this way, and do the same thing again. And to correct yourself, you're going to need to throw in one crossover in the opposite direction, which in this case will be to the right, to then correct you and have you going towards the direction that you want to go in. A quick example of that, going very slowly and bearing these rules in mind, will be inside edge, powerful push, cross under, going this way, crossover again, quick and powerful, crossover, to have me going in the right direction. So to be able to perform this correctly, and to get the maximum amount of power and speed that you can get out of each crossover you take, you need to keep these points in mind that I've explained in the previous clip, and also listen to what your skates are doing. As you're digging into the ice with your right skate's inside edge, you should hear a distinctive scrape or a dig as you push in. And as you push out of your left skate, as you dig that into the ice, again around the outside edge of the toe section, you should hear another dig and scrape as you bring it back alongside you. So you need to be hearing out for these two distinctive scrapes, and you need to keep in mind that this foot is going to be doing a powerful push. This foot, your left skate that you can see underneath here, is going to be doing a powerful push. As soon as the toe leaves the ice around the outside edge section, you're going to be pulling it back alongside you, ready to repeat this motion again. Keep these points in mind. The athletic stance is going to be the most important one as well that you need to keep in mind, which is a low base. You need to keep a wide skate space between your skates. In other words, the athletic stance that we covered earlier on, to keep you in balance, give you a low center of gravity, putting you in control while you're practicing this drill. Also remember to keep your head up, face the direction that you're going in, shoulders square to the ice so you're not dipped, slanted, and thrown off balance. So taking a look at it again to your right, same again, athletic stance, wide base, low center of gravity, good control. You're going to start off by crossing over. This time your left skate is going to be using its inside edge around the toe section to dig, powerful push. That's why you have the knee bend. Powerful push, cross over. And as you get to this point over here, what you then want to do is use your right skate this time, outside edge around the toe, to then push into the ice again. Powerful push, crossover, and once that skate lifts off the ice, you're using a pulling motion to bring it back alongside and repeat the crossover motion again. So a quick example is left skate, inside edge, toe section, dig in, push, right skate, outside edge, toe section, dig in and pull, and bring it back alongside, ready to repeat the motion. A quick example of that, we start off here, push, let's this leg, over, pull, repeat, push, pull, and then get going. And remember, same applies, 2 very powerful, very deep crossovers in one direction, which is going to be going to the right-hand side. And after you've done that, to correct yourself and get you going straight again, 1 crossover in the opposite direction, which is going to be the left, to get you straight and going in the direction that you want to go in. A quick example of that, a bit fast, is going to be crossover. Again, remember the rules, dig in, pull and push with this leg. 2 crossovers, other way, going straight again. That's the way it works. As always, guys, the most important fact or tip that I can give you for this drill or tutorial is to remember to listen to what your skaters are doing. You want to hear 2 distinctive scrapes. You want to hear, from the example I just showed you, you want to hear your left skate around the inside edge, which is the last example I gave, digging into the ice around the toe section, pushing, crossing over, and then your right skate around the outside edge, toe section, digging into the ice, and then as soon as that skate leaves the ice, you want to give it a nice pulling motion to reset you ready to do the crossovers again. 2 crossovers in one direction, 1 crossover in the opposite direction to correct you and keep you going in the direction you want to go in. Keep in mind the athletic stance that I talked about, low center of gravity giving you excellent control, knee bend allowing you to give yourself a powerful push on the ice. So one of the parts of this drill that's also quite essential but very hard to work on is to try to make sure that you don't bob up and down too much while you're practicing this drill or while you're executing this drill. Bobbing up and down is just another way of wasting energy while you're in the drill, and this drill is all about efficiency, power and speed, so you want to make sure that every bit of energy you're using is being used correctly. The whole bobbing up and down thing is probably something that I could also work on myself. It's very, very difficult to maintain the same level. That's something that's just going to come from repetition, and practice. But hopefully this video has given you an example of the way that you can perform this drill, another way of going backwards much, much quicker, much more effectively, and a new skill for you to practice while you're on the ice. Just keep in mind the points about a low center of gravity for improved control, the athletic stance for, again, improved control and also effectiveness and efficiency while you're doing this drill, and you'll be there in no time. And also listen out for those 2 distinctive scrapes that we keep pushing on about. The first one is going to be a push from the first skate that crosses over, as we showed you, and the next one is going to be a push and a pull from the skate that needs to cross under. So just listen out for those 2 scrapes to make sure that you're doing this drill correctly. And of course, I wanted to say a massive thank you to Riverside Ice and Leisure for allowing us to record this tutorial once again. If you want information about their Friday night skate side sessions, which is about freestyle skaters and power skaters, that'll be in the link, and there'll be a link in the video description for you guys to check that out and see all the information about it. This is Chris from Hockey Tutorial. Take care till next time, guys.